About set to begin another week of football, and happy to have you along. We are underway on Thursday night prime time. And now a little across the 25 to the 27. Carry here for Trevion Henderson. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. Calling no gain on the game's first play. And it's second down now. We look at this Browns defense. Currently #1 in the NFL against the run.
And I know, just like me, you're fired up about this one. Because this is the irresistible object and the immovable force. They're going head-to-head. #1 versus #1. I've talked about that running backs renaissance for a while. Can they slow these guys down? Where's my helmet? I want to play.
Jeez, you are fired up. Something's got to give. He's trying to protect his quarterback's blind side. Got nabbed for the hold.
You have one job over there. Make sure that man does not get hit. So if you have to hold occasionally, do so because they don't catch all of them. This time they did.
Now they face a second and long following the holding penalty. Up the middle, it's Henderson. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22. Well, this defense for the Browns very strong in that victory a week ago.
Yeah, what stood out to me on tape, the way they were flying to the football. So that tells me that they've got all their assignments down, and they're playing with extreme confidence.
I don't think this is the script they had in mind for their opening drive. This is 3rd and long. Now it's Jackson. He gets it complete to Harris. And he'll get this up past the 25 before he's out of bounds. So 5 yards here, 5 on the play. And that's going to bring up a 4th down. He was only asked to punt once in the victory last week as he sends this one away. A very nice job on the run back there. He'll get 23 yards all told. And the Browns will take over 1st and 10. Looking to put a drive together. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And all the way in. Touchdown, Cleveland. A great play there with touchdown number 7 on the year. And the Browns put the night's first points on the board as they take the early lead. The Browns kicking team out there now as they'll send this one away. And he'll take it up past the 25 to the 26-yard line. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. And Charles, these early season in-division games are always interesting because you're still kind of figuring yourself out, but you want to know as much as you can about the opponent, especially when it's a division matchup. So I'm curious to see how the rest of this one plays out.
Yeah, that's a good point because they're still trying to work things out. They don't know everything about their own team, let alone trying to figure out their opponent. But you got to do both on the fly, don't you? While the game's being played, figure it out both ways and try and find a way to win.
Now a 2nd and 2. Up the middle, here's Henderson. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Only a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a third down. You look at this Browns defense. This unit coming into this one ranked number 20 against the pass in the NFL.
With the lack of pass defense, they do make up for in run defense. They're a top 10 unit against the people trying to move the ball on the ground. But this is a passing league, so there's a conundrum for them. How do they get better defending the pass?
Here now, 3rd and a yard. From the gun, Jackson. And incomplete on the deep ball.
No surprise at all. They're looking for the big man early in this one. The only surprise for them, he couldn't hang on to the pass.
And how about this one now? In their own territory, a gutsy call. They're going to go for this on 4th and a yard. They'll indeed go for it with Jackson. That is caught. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A big roll of the dice on 4th and 1, but it pays off. They convert. I don't know if I agree with that. I guess they don't care if I agree with that. But, boy, you have to be surprised by that, right?
I definitely was surprised that they decided to go for it in this situation. But they must have either felt like they either had a great play call on them or they're trying to show extreme confidence.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Well done to sniff that out defensively. He had it diagnosed pretty quickly.
I love that description because diagnosed is perfect on that one. Read his keys, made the play, and he couldn't even get going moving the football.
Now a 2nd and 10. To throw is Jackson. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And they're going to have another 1st down as he's going to be tackled at the Browns' 34-yard line. 12 yards to pick up there. Good for a Raven first.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere. And they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people. But you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well. And that's what they just did on that play.
Now it's Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nice work to get 7 out of that, and it's 2nd down.
You know what I like about that play? He didn't try to do too much on 1st down. He took what the defense gave him, put together a solid game to bring up 2nd and manageable. Now they have a couple of plays to pick up just a few yards and a new set of downs.
Now Jackson. Over the middle, and it's incomplete.
And I think he was a little surprised to see the ball sitting out there like that. That's a ball he had a chance to come away with, but it winds up an incomplete pass.
Here comes play number 9 now as they come up on a 3rd and 3. Jackson. Pass taken in by his big tight end. And he will have a Ravens 1st down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows 1st down. Now the first carry here for the running back. And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10. It's a pickup of 11 and a Baltimore 1st down. The first drive this unit had, they punted. This drive, much more polished, just looking crisper, aren't they, moving the ball?
Maybe the first drive was a little bit of a wake-up call. Probably a little bit angry that they had to punt the ball away the first time they had it. Got motivated, got to the sideline, said, okay, let's not let that happen here as we take over again.
Throw left side complete. That's Torres. Well, hang on now. We're going to pause here. We've got an injured player. Hopefully, obviously, nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. Now 2nd and 5. Snap will come from the 6. Here's Jackson. Now he's going to step up and run. And that one's going to be off target and incomplete.
That was an interesting look there because as soon as he got outside the pocket, I thought he was going to take off and run for yardage. But what often happens now with these quarterbacks who can move, defenses want to try and keep bodies in front of them, and I think that discouraged him from taking off and made him try a pass downfield that fell incomplete.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. Jackson now. That'll be swung out wide here for Henderson. And they'll be driven back here, losing yardage to the 10-yard line. On 4th down, on is Tyler Luke for the Baltimore field goal. And this one is right through. And they are on the board, but still trailing. It's 7-3. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal, you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
Here's 2nd and 10.
19 Tiger.
Now the former volunteer, it's Dylan Sampson. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32.
Well, that's a good start to this drive on the defensive side of the ball.
Force the incompletion on 1st down. Then you're able to shut down the running play on 2nd.
Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised now. A little bit of pressure going at the quarterback in an expected passing situation.
And he'll be taken down, but he does have 1st down yardage. That's good for 9 yards as they convert on the 3rd down play.
The Browns sitting at a very solid 4-2 record through the first 6 weeks. And they come in with fresh legs. They got the extra time off thanks to an early season open week.
And usually your hope is that your open week comes a little bit later in the year.
And he goes down. The Ravens able to get to him.
And this is what you've got to do against a quarterback like him. You've got to keep him in the pocket and not let him get to the perimeter, because once he gets outside, that's where he can really hurt you.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on 2nd down. Back to throw here.
Pass caught by Fannin.
So the completion results there in 9 yards. And all of a sudden here, it's 3rd down. After one, 7-3 the score on EA Sports. On to the 2nd from Cleveland. It's the Browns in control of the football as they've got it with a 3rd down coming up. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the 1st. On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And he's going to be out of bounds here all the way down inside the 10. They're able to convert on 3rd down, and that sets up a 1st and goal.
There's no doubt in my mind that not many guys in this league have had the impact that he's had here in the first half of the season. He's been a big play guy from the word go and continues to be one with another one right there.
70 Lions, 70 Timberwolves.
Looking to throw. This is caught. And he is into the end zone. Touchdown, Cleveland.
Harold Fannin
a 9-yard touchdown ground. And the Browns are able to extend their lead. The point after through the raindrops, up and good. And that pushes the lead up to 11. The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away.
Oh, and a nice return, but he takes a big shot at the end of it.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
And this not an easy situation. You're down early, in the elements, you're on the road. How do you get the mojo back?
Well, one thing is to remember that as an offensive player,
and that's caught inside the 35. And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown.
Brian Thomas, 70 yards. And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Point after, right down the middle. And that makes it a 14-10 ball game.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
The Browns drive about to get started.
And they were winners the last time they took the field, which was 2 weeks ago. They had the open week last week. So this is a squad that should be really refreshed and ready to roll.
I would agree, because when you get that open week after a victory, it does wonders.
And he'll take it into the end zone for a Browns touchdown.
T. Higgins,
73 yards.
And the Browns are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead.
Extra point right down the middle. And that makes it a 21-10 game. The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive.
And, Charles, the name of the game last time, efficiency. Their very first snap, they connected for a quick touchdown.
They get more value than just the points from that series as well. Only needing one play, it keeps the entire offense rested up.
Throwing is Jackson. And Thomas has it.
Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20.
And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Brian Thomas
with his second touchdown of the game, number 7 on the year.
And the Ravens are able to strike quickly here as they are in for 6.
Extra point splits the uprights. And it's now 21-17.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Charles, this offense, they've been on a roll. 2 drives ago they scored. Remember, last drive was that one-play touchdown strike, so now they're looking to make it 3 for 3.
You know, I talked to a Hall of Famer one time about, hey, when you're on defense and these types of things are happening to you, what goes through your mind? And he told me at that point, it's not about schemes. It's not about what's called from the sideline. It's about players. Who's going to make a play, make a stand, and stop this offense from doing what they've been doing?
Up the middle they go. Sampson. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play that time, and they'll look to convert on what will be a 3rd and 4.
You don't see that a ton, do you? Or the cornerback coming over to the middle of the field to make a run tackle.
That's someone with a ton of confidence to feel like nothing is pressuring him on his side of the field. Sees that the ball's moved to the middle and just sprints over there to help out. He ends up getting the tackle. Well played.
Well, this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to.
The Browns send out their punter now, as he's on to punt for the first time tonight.
On the return, Harris.
A 39-yard punt, a return of 5, and the Ravens, they'll take over. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. We have seen a lot of points here in this quarter. For us up here in the booth, it's been fun to watch. The defensive coordinators probably scratching their heads.
Yeah, they're going a little bit crazy right now. But let's face it, all of our friends who play fantasy, they're enjoying the heck out of this show because most of them are creating and getting a bunch of points.
Yeah, points certainly not at a premium here.
Here's a 2nd and 8. Again, it's Henderson. And he'll get about 3 out of that up to the 39-yard line.
The passing game's been working quite well so far, but the running game's been a little bit of a struggle, and that's a surprise to me. Typically, when you can throw it, you've opened up lanes for your runners.
The Ravens on 3rd down. They've only converted once in 4 tries. This will be 3rd and 5. Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. And this offense back to needing 10 yards after the false start. 3rd and 10. Here's Jackson to throw. That's incomplete, but there is a flag down, so hang on. A big call coming on 3rd down. So instead of giving them another 3rd down, they'll decline it, brings up 4.
Now that's smart football right there. You don't even have to really spend a lot of time considering it. Just know that you're probably going to get the ball back. Good job declining that penalty.
It's a 47-yard punt, return of 6. And out will come the offense as they take over. Looking to put a drive together.
Here we go, here we go. 18 Cardinals, 18 Cardinals.
They'll start this drive out on the ground. And he powers his way up past the 30. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be 2nd down.
Brings up 2nd and 5. 60 Vikings, 60 Vikings. 19 Tigers, 19 Tigers.
Back to throw. Looking downfield, and that's caught right side. He's got his man. He is putting on a show in this 2nd quarter, racking up the receiving yards as he has a 1st down.
47-yard line. Cowboys. Cooking like cheese. Ready.
Now a play fake here on first down. And it's knocked away and incomplete.
That's a really nice job there by the coverage, understanding that they're in a high-stakes situation. If he doesn't make a play on that ball, there's an excellent chance it ends up either as a touchdown or as a nice gain downfield.
Second and 10.
Ready. 7 Pirates. Hot 70. Hot 70. 18 Rattler. 18 Rattler.
He'll look to throw. And his throw is incomplete.
Feels like they're getting caught in between here because they didn't completions on first and second down. Now you got to worry a little bit about the clock because you prefer not to give them another shot here in the first half. But if you don't pick up the first down, guess what? You're likely going to have to.
Now they face a 3rd and 10 after back-to-back incompletions.
19 Tiger. 60 Maverick. 60 Maverick.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down. The Browns send out their punter now as he'll kick it away for the second time. It'll be a 39-yard punt, no return. And the Ravens will get it. 1st and 10 from deep in their own territory. The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. As we eat closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Jackson. Looking left side, and he's got a man. That's Silva. He's got his first catch here before halftime, and it goes for a first down. From the gun, it's Jackson. He's got his tight end on the corner route. It's complete. And he gets this to the other side of midfield across the 45 before going out. Good yardage after the catch as that play good for 30 and a first. Jackson from the shotgun. Throw right side, going to be taken in by Henderson. Down the sideline he goes. And he'll take it into the end zone for a Ravens touchdown. Trevion Henderson, 43 yards. And the Ravens will take the lead here in the final minute of the first half. Point after, right down the middle. And that gives them a 3-point lead. Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. The Browns drive about to get started. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts. 2nd and 5. As they'll stop it with 13 seconds. He's got a man, complete. Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts. So as they talk it over, we step aside. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38.
Here we go.
They'll drop the throw.
And this throw a bit late as he couldn't reach back for it.
That certainly appeared to be a play call where they were just trying to make second down, second and short. I think they thought the coverage was off a little bit more than it was. Nice job there pressing up on it and forcing the incompletion.
That's downfield. He's got Fannin.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the left hash, it's a 36-yard attempt. And his kick is indeed good. And that will do it for this first half. Forecast calling for more of the same. The rain set to continue as we are underway in the second half. And up to about the 26-yard line, just across the 25. The Cleveland offense ready to go. Well, the first half, very even. I mean, really, in all facets, this ball game tied, Charles. So as we start the third quarter, curious to see what the second half brings us.
Certainly am. I'm with you on that one. And we all know a lot of coaches from the NFL all the way down to the Pee-wee level. They love to spin it to their teams. Hey, we're starting a brand new, shorter ball game. It's all even. Let's go out and seize it. This is ours.
It'll be a loss of 7 on the sack, and it brings up second.
Partner, the Mike linebacker, the middle linebacker has so many different responsibilities. How excited do you think he was to get home with that blitz?
Yeah, he wants a sack. He got it. Now a handoff up the middle. Sampson. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up.
And when the defense wins and gives up no yardage on a running play, that's something they can build on and carry themselves forward throughout the game.
Facing some long odds here if they hope to convert, as they're well behind the original line of scrimmage.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
Oh, he tries to force it in, and it's intercepted. Kyle Hamilton picks it.
And it's a terrific return here as he's going to have them set up with a 1st and goal right at about the 6-yard line.
That's such a costly interception, nearly a pick six, but now they're so close they are knocking on the door for a touchdown.
And I never want to get on any team for being aggressive because that's part of what their makeup is, and oftentimes it's successful. But in this case, you've got to be selective about it and make sure you take care of the football. That interception almost cost them 6 points. Now their defense has to run onto the field, probably giving the quarterback a few side eyes along the way. They've got to see if they can stop a score.
Now flags come in. I think one of the Ravens got going a little early. Things made a little more difficult after the false start as they try again on 2nd and goal. Now it's Jackson. Over the middle, complete. It's Thomas. And he is into the end zone for a Baltimore touchdown.
Brian Thomas
from 10 yards out.
And the Ravens take the forced turnover on defense and convert it into 6 points.
Extra point right down the middle. And they will take a 7-point lead.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
Now a crease here as he's past the 30. Up to midfield. And he'll return this one all the way onto the other side of the field.
That strong return has set them up nicely for this drive. And we all know the next score is going to have a major impact on this game.
1st and 10, and kind of tipping their hand at running the ball. 3 tight ends are out there.
They'll try and start this drive in the air. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
I think he had to unload that one before he wanted to. He was right up in his grill. I think he was a dentist there without a license, don't you?
Just not enough time for the play to develop. Just lucky it wasn't a fumble, really.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. And that is incomplete.
They have to like what they've done defensively here at the outset of this drive. They forced a couple of incomplete passes, bring up a 3rd and 10. Don't be surprised to bring a little pressure on this snap.
So back-to-back incompletions, and that has them staring at a 3rd and 10. They'll set up a throw. Here's Higgins out on the right side. And he can only manage to take the football to the 40, and that is well shy of the first down marker.
Brandon, a good idea there on 3rd down. Run a little clear out and hope you can get your receiver the ball coming across the formation. Nice design, but well played defensively, and they stop him well short.
And it's incomplete. They cannot convert, and they turn it over. The Browns unable to move the chains on 4th down. And it'll be a turnover on downs. The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going.
This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown. Their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated. They both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
Not his best throw there, but where we sit right now in the 3rd quarter, he's had a pretty good game throwing the football.
He certainly has, and it's not exactly at the point where we're doing 4-minute offense yet, but they've got to think about, I'm not going to say milking the clock, but understanding clock management here on out.
From the gun on 3rd down, Jackson.
Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now as he's on to kick it away. This will be fielded at the 17. It's a 44-yard punt, just 3 on the return.
And they will take over 1st and 10.
The Browns drive about to get started. And a drive that stalled out last time. Went for it on 4th, didn't get it. How does that translate here? I would imagine momentum's with the defense.
Definitely with the defense, because anytime anyone goes for it on 4th down, that's telling you as a defense that you can't stop us. We don't think that you can. And when you actually do, that may put a little dent in the confidence of the offense the next time they hit the field.
Yeah, we'll see if they can bring that pride, the offense, this go-around.
And only a couple there up to about the 23-yard line. Now 3rd down and 7.
That's a gain of 3. It's 3rd and 7.
They'll set up to throw.
Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete.
Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll look to throw.
And that's going to be incomplete.
That's some good closing speed there defensively because that looked open for a minute. But that's great work with the ball in the air. Never gave up, converged on his man, and broke the play up.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
They'll try the left side. Sampson. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
He's had a ton of success here so far, but you get the feeling that he might be on the verge of popping one.
Yeah, even on that one, there was a little bit of a hole, but it closed there quickly at the end. He'll drop to throw.
He's going to get that to his running back out of the backfield.
And he's going to be taken down with the 1st down at the Ravens 36.
And the Browns 1st down. 1st and 10 at the 36.
They'll look to throw here. Open man is Higgins. It'll be a gain of 5, and it'll be second down. He'll look to throw. And he's got his man in stride, complete.
I think that's a big pickup for a first down because when you run a drag route against zone, you're sometimes asking for trouble because you might run into a defender.
Yeah, well, there they ran into a first down, executed it to perfection. They'll look to throw again.
Oh, it's intercepted. A drive killer there. And the Ravens are going to take possession here at their own 3-yard line.
So their woes on offense continue. That's the second pick thrown here in the third quarter.
And we know it was ill-advised, but that was an opportunity to help them get back into the game. Instead, he throws another interception, and now their task is even tougher.
The Raven offense set at the line for this next drive. After the interception, here's Jackson. And he'll be out of bounds up past the 10-yard line. He'll get 8 on the scramble there. It'll be second and a couple. Here's Jackson. Trying to lay one up deep. Well, this is taken in. It's complete.
He's still on his feet.
And all the way in for a Ravens touchdown. A great effort there. 89 yards.
And the Ravens go up by 2 touchdowns.
Extra point splits the uprights. And the lead now up to 14.
Now after the touchdown, Luke back out to kick this one away.
The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
And good starting field position. He'll get this one all the way up to about the 35-yard line.
The Cleveland offense ready to go.
Not an ideal way to end their previous drive. They threw the interception, Charles, after they had built up some momentum. They were moving the football, but something to at least build on for this offense as they run back out here.
Yeah, you're right about that. Up until that last play, everything was working pretty well for this offense, gaining chunks of yardage, getting first downs, really making a push for the end zone, and looked like they had a nice rhythm going. Now you got to have a short memory here. Don't focus on the interception. Focus on what came before it and get back to it.
They call his number again. It's his 6th catch and a first down.
Come on. Hey.
They're going to look to throw. And he finds a man with a crossing route. But I think Brown was able to recover, and they'll indeed hold on to the ball here. And the defense not able to get it. From a defensive perspective, what's that moment like when you realize the ball is loose?
It is a moment where all concentration goes right to the football. This is something you've talked about in all your preparation for the game. You probably talked about this training camp. Knock the ball free, take it away from the other team, and now you have that chance. There's a little bit of deflation when they end up recovering it.
They knocked it free, but couldn't take it away. And we're back now here in Cleveland. It's the Browns with a deficit. They're trailing, but with the football here to start the 4th.
Okay, ready?
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit them, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal.
Panther 60, Panther, Buffalo 18. Dragon 60. 79 Broncos.
Again, he'll drop to throw. Touchdown, Browns. Harold Fannin, a beast in the red zone with his 2nd touchdown of the game. And the Browns have made it a one-score game again here in the 4th. Point after, right down the middle. And now things get a bit more interesting here in this 4th quarter.
lost it. It's a fumble.
And they'll be inside the red zone with the ball at the 16-yard line.
So a turnover there on the kickoff. And don't look now, but that just made things a little more interesting.
Very interesting, because when you're trailing in a game, these are mistakes that you pray for. You just went down and scored. Now you get the football right back with another great opportunity.
Ready?
They'll come out throwing here on first down.
Over the middle, he finds Higgins.
And he's going to be taken down with a marker on the field. So let's see about the call. So following the hold, they're in a bit of a hole here with a 1st and 20.
Here we go.
Now they'll throw here out of the gun. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. This will be a short gain of 3 before he's brought down at the 22.
Second and long. Throw right side, pulled in by Higgins.
They'll give him 4 yards there. And they'll be facing a 3rd and 12.
Oh, it's time to give a little credit there to the defense. They played that very well because it was a drag route, and he ran it a little shallower than normal as he worked straight across the field. He was hoping he'd get lost behind the defensive line, but once he made the catch, nowhere to turn upfield and gain any yardage.
And he's wrapped up, taken down, back at the 25. And the defense coming through on 3rd down, a loss of 7 to bring up 4th. And his kick here is good.
So kind of disappointing there. I mean, yes, they get the 3, but with starting field position like that, 3's not what you're banking on.
No, and you just have to wonder if you can afford to let chances like that continue to pass you by. You've got to find ways to get the ball into the end zone and put 6s on the scoreboard.
And he will make it to the 20-yard line and no further.
The Baltimore offense at the line, set to get going. They have the lead, obviously, late in the game. I guess the good news for them is if for some reason they would make a mistake, a field goal does the opposition no good.
Everyone loves to have a little bit of a cushion, and that helps you immeasurably. But the bottom line is, do all the things that you're taught in order to close out the game. Don't even let that become an issue.
Yeah, but still a one-possession game. This one not fully over yet. After the incompletion, they'll try once more from the 20-yard line on 2nd and 10. Jackson now. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
Well, that's where this Cleveland crowd, the dog pound in particular, make it difficult on opposing offenses. It looked like they might have had troubles communicating at the line, and it leads to the incompletion.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, they've had their troubles, just 1 for 6. This is 3rd and 10. He'll air it out deep for Thomas. That's going to be knocked away and incomplete.
Just because you've got the lead in the 4th, it doesn't mean you have to play it safe. I like the aggressive play call there to push it downfield. That time, it didn't work out.
Now on 4th down, on is the punt team sending this one away. And taken right on the 30.
So a good punt there, but a nice return of 11 yards. And it will be 1st and 10 as they take over.
The Browns drive about to get started.
Their defense accomplished step 1 of the mission. They forced the punt. Now they'll look to erase that deficit and take a 4th quarter lead. Oh, he was hit as he threw it there, and that one winds up incomplete.
We've seen this quite a few times in this game. Offensive line unable to keep leverage, unable to keep people away, facing a lot of pressure. Fortunate just to get rid of it.
One of the reasons they're down is that inability, though, to stop the pressure. We saw another example of it there. He'll try again with the arm here on 2nd down. And he takes a shot on the release as this will be incomplete.
A couple of quick incompletions, and now they're just one more away from getting off the field. They've got options now. Could they dial up a blitz here or just drop everyone into coverage to crowd the throwing lanes?
19, Tiger, 19. Tiger.
On third down, he'll drop to throw. And he fires one, but incomplete.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on third down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole to complete that pass.
On fourth down, the punt team is on as this is sent away. And a nice special teams job here. This is going to be down inside the 10 at the 7-yard line.
Now, someone's going to be happy with that effort. You know who else is going to be happy? His defense.
Absolutely.
He's created a very long field for that offense to try to traverse.
And he got some help from Mr. Football there, checking up nicely. Good English on that punt. They'll start by running the option to the right. And he's up past the 10 to about the 12. Give him 4 yards there on the first down keeper.
So he is able to turn that into positive yardage, but I think it's fair to say that those are not the shots you're wanting your quarterback to have to absorb.
And he has to know sometimes when to say when. You have to know when to give yourself up, and let's face it, not easy for these guys to do because they're competitors as well. But sometimes you do learn your lesson the hard way, as he did there.
And he'll be about a full yard shy of the 20 at the 19-yard line. 7 yards there and a first down.
And this is exactly what you're looking to do offensively. If you can start stringing some runs together like this, you'll keep churning out first downs, and that's going to put you in a great position to carry this one home.
To throw is Jackson. Now he'll tuck this and run. Stopped at the 24-yard line after a gain of 5.
I think the defense surprised him there with that blitz on first down, but give him credit. Stayed cool under pressure and still found a way through the extra rushers for positive yardage. Well done.
From the 24 now, here's a 2nd and 5.
And now Jackson will look to throw it. Incomplete, but a penalty flag is down in the backfield. Let's get the call. So apparently some grabbing there in the middle of the O-line.
I've often wondered why that doesn't happen more often for guys that play center. Having to snap the ball and then trying to get your hands into the proper position, that's difficult to do. He got caught that time.
From the gun, Jackson. And it's a short one here, complete to the tight end. They lose 2 on that last play, so things get even tougher. 3rd and long coming up.
Well, if you're going to turn things around in a game like this, Charles, those are the kind of plays that you need.
And I just love the way that defense rallied to the football on that one. They got the completion, but he was smothered behind the line of scrimmage. And when you make tackles like that, your whole defense is going to be fired up. Really nice play getting to the ball.
Fourth quarter, down to the final 2 minutes, and we've got a 1-score game. So it's Raven football here as we welcome you back. They're facing a critical 3rd down now as they try to hold on to this lead.
We'll see where they go for this play call. Obviously tough in this spot, backed up.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw.
And that nearly the pick that they needed. He couldn't pull it in, though, and it's 4th down.
The Ravens send their punter out now. And you wonder, could they possibly think about taking a safety here? So possession goes over here on the punt.
Has their own 47-yard line.
Here's 1st and 10.
Back to throw. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up 2nd down. 2-minute drills, they're tough enough, pressure-packed enough, and these elements makes it significantly tougher.
And you don't have the margin where you can say, okay, I can allow for certain things and maybe change up a little bit. Because it's a 2-minute situation, you've got to try and make the same plays you would make if the elements didn't exist.
And that'll fall incomplete. He was hit just as he let that go. And now it's 3rd down.
So back-to-back incompletions, now 3rd and 10. And first things first, before you think about marching the ball down the field, you got to move the chains.
You're exactly right. Got to get back into focus here. Get the first down. That's what's vital to them.
He had a man open, but he missed him, and it's incomplete.
Partner, they've got one chance left to keep this one going, and I think for you and me, let's think along with their offensive coordinator now. Has to think back, cycle through every play of this contest, and remember what's worked and what hasn't. Because right here, he needs the best play of the game in order to keep this one alive.
Here we go. Track. 79 Broncos. 7 Pirates. 7 Pirates.
Got to try it here. He's back to throw. And he comes back with one complete. And unable to break away. They stop him a few yards shy. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Ravens are going to get the football back. He gets it to Thomas. Now the Browns will use the first of their 3 timeouts, as they'll get it with just under 90 seconds remaining.
I'll tell you, far from ideal conditions to play in, but neither offense has had much trouble. Plenty of points to go around. 1st and 10.
And he's out of bounds. Almost gets to the 10.
Another nice play there. They've gotten down into the red zone in no time at all. That's what this offense can do when they get on a roll. And now they're set up with a 1st and 10.
5 points of contact necessary at this stage as they'll run on 1st down.
Now the Browns signal for the second of their timeouts, as they'll talk things over prior to this upcoming 2nd down play.
He's going to get it again. Just looking to get forward and protect the ball.
The Browns will quickly use their 3rd and final timeout, as they'll head to the sideline and talk over what to do next. And this is caught. And that could seal it. It's a touchdown.
So add another one into the touchdown column. What a game. That is now 6 touchdown passes for him so far in this one.
Extra point right down the middle. And that pushes the lead up to 11.
Now after the touchdown, Loop back out to kick this one away. And able to take it past the 25 and up to the 28-yard line.
Come on. Cowboy 80. 19 Tiger. 19 Tiger.
And they'll indeed take a knee.
Knee. 60 Bison. 60 Bison.
And they take a knee.
Go! 18 Cardinal. 18 Cardinal.
Well, this was a fun one today if you like points. A lot of them went on the board.